There was a time when I couldn't make a decision without second-guessing myself. I was trapped in a cycle of fear. I'd ask myself over and over, is this okay? Will they be mad? What if I disappoint them? I didn't even realize it, but I was still dancing in someone else's script, afraid to rewrite my own story. I was so conditioned to seek their approval that I'd lost sight of my own voice. But when I finally started to choose myself, to prioritize my own needs over their expectations, everything shifted. They didn't celebrate my growth. They panicked. I saw the fear in their eyes when I stopped bending to their will, when I started to break free from their control. It was a quiet rebellion, but it was mine, and it showed me just how much my freedom threatened their power over me. I learned something profound. Narcissists don't just fear rejection, they fear your independence most of all. When I no longer relied on their approval, when my identity wasn't tied to their reactions, they lost control, and that terrified them. To someone who thrives on power and manipulation, my freedom was their greatest threat. They'd sense the shift in me, and their tactics would change to pull me back in. They'd suddenly become nice, love-bombing me with affection to make me doubt my decision to pull away. Or they'd guilt me, saying things like, "You've changed," as if my growth was a betrayal. Sometimes they'd threaten me, warning, "No one else will ever love you like I do." But I realized these weren't signs of love, they were strings meant to keep me tethered. I wasn't a puppet, and I didn't owe them my silence, my loyalty, or my potential. My journey to freedom started small, but each step brought me closer to myself. I began by saying no to their calls, refusing to engage in their games. I stopped explaining my choices, letting go of the need to justify my decisions to someone who never truly cared. I chose peace, even when it felt lonely, even when the silence was heavy. Slowly, something incredible happened. I heard my voice again, clear and unshaken. I laughed without fear, the kind of laughter that felt like a release. I made decisions without second-guessing, trusting my instincts for the first time in years. That's when I knew I was finally free, no longer bound by their expectations or manipulations. I realized that my freedom wasn't something I needed permission for. It was mine to claim, and no one could take it away unless I let them. That shift gave me back my power, my joy, and my sense of self. Here are some practical steps that help me claim my freedom and heal from the narcissist's control. First, I set clear boundaries. I stopped engaging in conversations that felt manipulative, even if it meant walking away. Second, I stopped seeking their approval. I reminded myself that my worth isn't tied to their validation. Third, I focused on my own path. I journaled my goals and dreams, rediscovering what I wanted for myself. Finally, I stood tall in my truth. Even when it triggered them, I'd silently affirm, my freedom is mine whenever I felt their pull. These steps helped me cut the strings of their control, allowing me to walk my own path with confidence and peace. I am not responsible for anyone's control. I honor my voice. I choose peace. My freedom is my birthright, and I claim it fully without fear or guilt. I release the need to be small to make others comfortable, and I step into my truth with strength. Pause. If you're ready to walk away from what's held you back, know that you're not alone. Type free in the comments if you're choosing your freedom today. You don't need permission to be whole, you just need you. Let's heal together, one brave step at a time.